Number 6. The Barreleye Fish. If you thought goldfish were dumb, meet the Barreleye, the fish that looks like it's wearing a glass motorcycle helmet from the future. It's what happens when someone plays The Sims Deep Sea Edition and forgets to load the texture on the head. This little guy lives about 2,000 feet down, the kind of place where sunlight shows up late and Wi-Fi doesn't exist. It's only 6 inches long, but its head is basically a mini observatory. Inside that shiny bubble are 2 green barrel-shaped eyes that look like a pair of Amazon security cameras recording 24/7. For decades, scientists thought those eyes could only point straight up, meaning the fish just swam around staring at heaven. Then in 2009, Mbari filmed a live one, and the whole lab went, "Wait, did it just rotate its eyes forward?" Yep. It can pivot them like a submarine periscope, scanning for prey and judging humanity at the same time. Imagine if Iron Man were a fish, and Tony Stark's helmet was made of jello. The Barreleye floats beneath jellyfish colonies, stealing their trapped prey like a hacker in Cyberpunk 2077, snatching data files. That see-through dome isn't just for looks, it's built-in armor shielding those eyes from stinging tentacles. In short, it's smart, weird, and way over-designed. If Pixar ever made a movie about it, the title would be Finding Jesus Through My Own Skull. Number 5. The Yeti Crab. If the ocean held a hipster convention, the Yeti Crab would win best beard every time. Picture a white fuzzy crustacean that looks like it's wearing knitted sleeves while brewing cold brew. Discovered in 2005 near Easter Island at depths over 7,000 feet, this hand-sized crab lives where sunlight dies and the water's hot enough to cook ramen. Those silky golden hairs on its claws, not for style. They're microbe farms. Billions of bacteria live there, feeding on chemicals from hydrothermal vents, and when they're ready, the crab simply scrapes them off for lunch. Scientists first thought the fur kept it warm. Nope. It's hydroponic farming, but make it fashion. The crab waves its fuzzy claws through the chemical soup like it's stirring a latte, fertilizing its crops. Then it harvests them, the ultimate self-sustaining farmer. If Elon Musk ever became a farmer, this would be his deep-sea cousin, off-grid, self-powered, and smug about it. The Yeti Crab is basically a barista in the Starbucks of hell, blind but always knowing exactly where the coffee machine is. And don't forget its cousin Kiwa Tyleri, nicknamed the Hoff Crab because of the hairy chest. Yes. A crustacean version of Baywatch David Hasselhoff. This entire family is like a gym for bacteria. So if anyone accuses you of living off microbes, take it as a compliment. You're just following the Yeti's business model. Number 4. The Pelican Eel. If the ocean gave out awards for biggest mouth, least shame, the Pelican Eel would take the trophy. It looks like an eel, a kite, and a plastic grocery bag got together, and evolution refused to say no. Found between 1,600 and 10,000 feet deep, this 3-foot-long creature can unhinge its jaw wide enough to swallow prey larger than itself. Its skull is a flexible hinge system, and the stomach stretches like a camping tent. When it hunts, the head inflates into a biological net, scooping up schools of shrimp and unlucky fish in one gulp. For years, scientists thought it was camera distortion. No way a real animal had a mouth that took up 80% of its body. But no, this is evolution's YOLO moment. Sometimes the eel inflates too far and has to spit everything back out just to survive. It's basically the deep-sea version of eating too many hot wings. Think of it as a cross between a Dyson vacuum and Kirby from Super Smash Bros. Long Dark and powered by regret. Its tail ends in a glowing pink lure flickering like a neon bar sign that says open late, attracting prey straight into the biological shopping bag from hell. And its love life, pure tragedy. When the males mature, they grow a huge nose to smell females, stop eating, and die right after mating. Romantic, sure. Practical, not even close. The Pelican Eel proves that in the deep sea you can have the biggest mouth on earth and still lose at love. Number 3. The Deep-Sea Anglerfish. If you saw Finding Nemo and thought, "Aw, that glowing fish looks kinda cute," well, sorry. In real life, the Deep-Sea Anglerfish is the reason Tinder has an uninstall button. It's the kind of date where dinner ends with you being dinner. These ladies live more than 3,000 feet down the midnight zone where sunlight's been extinct for 1,000,000 years. The females drift through the black with a glowing fishing rod growing right out of their forehead. That's not decoration. It's a modified dorsal spine called an elysium, and at the tip is an esca, a biological light bulb filled with millions of bioluminescent bacteria. She doesn't make her own light. She outsources it. Basically, she's hired a colony of glow-in-the-dark interns to handle marketing. When something curious swims close, snapped in or served. Her teeth curve inward like barbed wire, and her stomach stretches like a duffel bag. She can swallow prey twice her size without blinking. But the real horror story isn't the hunting, it's the dating. The males are microscopic compared to the females, up to 500,000 times smaller. No lure, no teeth, no future, just one life goal: find a girlfriend 500,000 times your size and bite her. Once he bites, he never lets go. Literally. His body fuses into hers, bloodstreams merge, and he slowly dissolves until only two things remain: his testicles and eternal devotion. She'll carry 6 of them like biological keychains, deep-sea polyamory monster style. So yeah, love down there is serious commitment. It's the ultimate version of "I just want to be with you forever." And he will be, because after that bite he's got nowhere else to go. Number 2. The Siphonophore. If the universe ever made a Google Doc out of animals, the Siphonophore would be it, a shared file where every participant edits the same body. It's not one creature. It's an entire company made of clones. Think of it as Ocean Incorporated, with thousands of identical employees all working full-time to operate one giant murder rope. They're distant cousins of jellyfish and coral, but here's the twist. Jellyfish are individuals, siphonophores are cities. Each starts as one egg that clones itself thousands of times, creating a colony of specialists called zooids. One zooid holds the gas float, another handles propulsion, another digests food, another wields the stingers. They're all connected by a shared digestive system. If one eats, everybody eats. If one quits, everybody dies. Perfect teamwork, zero HR complaints. At first, scientists thought they were watching a swarm of jellyfish. Then someone realized, wait, this entire thing is one organism. Imagine discovering an orchestra where every musician is the same person. That's a siphonophore. Terrifying efficiency, nature's version of the ultimate startup. It deploys an invisible curtain of stinging tentacles, a living minefield that paralyzes anything dumb enough to swim through. Victims get reeled into the collective stomach, where dinner is literally a group project. Some species stretch over 150 feet, longer than a blue whale, the biological equivalent of a final boss in a horror game. In 2020, scientists off Australia filmed a siphonophore estimated at 150 feet long, the longest creature ever recorded. One jellyfish is creepy enough. Imagine 300 of them chained together doing synchronized murder ballet. If LinkedIn existed underwater, this thing would be the CEO of Oceanic LLC, killing in silence. Number 1. The Deepstaria Jellyfish. Ever tossed a plastic bag into the ocean and watched it drift away? Now imagine it starts moving on its own. Congratulations, you've just met Deepstaria, the ghost jelly of the deep. Proof that sometimes nature can't tell the difference between a living creature and litter. Discovered in the 1960s, Deepstaria lives 2,000 to 5,700 feet down a world painted entirely in hopeless black. Unlike your regular jellyfish, it has no tentacles, no bell, just a massive paper-thin sheet of translucent skin up to 2 feet across. Touch it and it falls apart like soap bubbles. Across its body runs a geometric network of digestive veins, spreading nutrients like a Wi-Fi signal through gelatin. When scientists first saw it on camera, they thought the footage was glitching. A see-through blob floating in the dark. Must be garbage, right? Then it moved. Deepstaria doesn't chase food. It waits. When something small swims inside, it closes like a biological trapdoor in under 10 seconds. It's basically a living automatic door, except you never walk back out. If you've seen Ghostbusters, picture a jelly ghost made of jello, hungry and see-through. Sometimes there's even a bright red roommate, a tiny isopod living rent-free inside, snacking on leftovers. It's like a creepy Airbnb arrangement nobody asked for. And even in death, Deepstaria gives back. Its corpse drifts to the seafloor, creating a jellyfall, an all-you-can-eat buffet for scavengers. A lifetime as a floating trap, and in the end it's the buffet. If it had thoughts, it'd probably ask, am I a jellyfish, or the most eco-friendly plastic bag on Earth? And that's a wrap. You've made it through the weirdest lineup evolution ever regretted. Welcome to Beats Lore, where nature's bugs become our entertainment. So which kind of madness should we explore next? A. Extinct animals that look like factory rejects. B. Fossils that feel weirdly familiar but wrong. See prehistoric predators so terrifying even dinosaurs called in sick. Drop your A, B, C. Plus reason in the comments we actually read them. Hit like, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the next round, where nature once again proves it's running on beta software.